This next part I'm going to show you how to make is called a coil. So I started with a new part, and what I'm going to do now is start a 2D sketch on that part on one of these planes, and I'm just going to use the origin axis to coil around. Alright, so I'm just going to put a circle over here, this coil tool could be used with other shapes as well. How about if we put a polygon? Let's make it an 8-sided polygon right over here, and let's have some fun with that. So done, finished sketch, and now that's all I need to get started. I'm going to go to the coil tool. First it's asking me for a profile, and then it's going to want which axis. So if I click through these axis that just the main axis here, how about we try the y-axis, and that is going to go up here, and you can see a little bit of it, the coil tool kind of moving around that axis. When you go to coil size, you have a whole pile of options in terms of how you define the coil. So you can do the revolution and height, so how many revolutions going up how high. You could do the pitch and height. You could do spiral. So let's do the pitch and revolution. So the pitch, let's make that, let's leave that at 1 inch, and the revolution, let's make that 10 revolutions. And so that'll go up just like a little spring like that. One thing that you can do as well is you could put a taper in there. So I think the default is that it's going to want angles. So let's taper it by 10 degrees. And that is how you use the coil. I have 2 shapes here though. So now that I have the first one coiled, let's coil the next one. So if I want to reinvigorate that sketch there, I can go over here, right mouse click on it, and share sketch, which will kind of bring it back to life. And I can go back to the coil tool, I can click on it, and the axis that I want is going to be that same y-axis, and notice how it will have those same defaults, 1 inch and revolutions, 10 revolutions. So I can hit OK, and now I have these 2 coils kind of sitting together there. One of them is an octagonal shape and one of them is a round shape. So that's kind of fun. You can change things so that you use some fancy material. How about galvanized? So they're both galvanized now. And I could individually do one of them a little bit different. But there's lots of cool stuff that you can do with this coil tool.